Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. In this part, we'll walk you through repacking the bearings and putting everything back together the right way. Packing the bearings with grease. Grease is the lifeblood of bearings. Skip a spot and friction will take over. Hand packing method. Scoop grease into your palm, then press the bearing into it, forcing grease through the rollers. Rotate as you go until grease oozes out the other side. Bearing packer method. This tool does the work for you. Load it with grease, insert the bearing, then pump the handle until grease fills all gaps. Faster and less messy. Either way, make sure grease fills every cavity, including the inside of the rollers and the cage. Missed spots lead to premature wear. Reassembling the hub and testing. Putting everything back is just as important as taking it apart. Reinstall the bearings. Place the inner bearing into the hub first, followed by the seal. Tap gently with a socket to seat it. Adjust the axle nut. Tighten it snugly, then back it off slightly before aligning the cotter pin hole. You're aiming for a tiny bit of play, just enough so the wheel spins freely without wobbling. Secure with a new cotter pin. Bend the ends around the axle to lock the nut in place. Never reuse an old pin, they weaken over time. Spin the wheel, give it a few rotations. If it moves smoothly without grinding, you've done it right. Finally, top off the hub with grease through the fill hole, if equipped, replace the cap and lower the trailer off the jack stands. A quick test drive will confirm everything runs as it should. Common mistakes to avoid. Repacking trailer wheel bearings isn't complicated, but a few slip-ups can turn a quick job into a costly repair. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned DIYer, steering clear of these common errors ensures your bearings last longer and your trailer stays safe on the road. Over-tightening the axle nut. Cranking down the axle nut might feel like the right move, but it's a fast track to trouble. Over-tightening squeezes the bearings too tightly, creating friction that generates heat. Over time, this heat can warp the bearings or even melt the grease, leaving them dry and prone to failure. Here's how to get it right. Finger tighten the nut until it seats the bearings. Back it off slightly, about a quarter turn, to allow a tiny bit of play. Secure it with a new cotter pin. The wheel should spin freely without wobbling. If the nut feels loose, resist the urge to crank it tighter. A little play is normal. It disappears once the weight of the trailer is on the wheel. Skipping the bearing inspection. Grease can hide a lot of problems. Even if the bearings look clean and shiny, internal damage could be lurking. Skipping a thorough inspection risks putting worn or pitted bearings back into service, shortening their lifespan or causing sudden failure. Inspect every part before repacking. Bearings, look for pitting, scratches or discoloration. Blue or brown means overheating. Races, check the smooth surface inside the hub for grooves or wear. Seals, tears or cracks mean dirt and water will get in, contaminating the grease. If anything looks questionable, replace it. A $20 set of bearings is cheaper than a tow truck bill, or a wheel falling off at 60 mph using the wrong grease. Not all grease works the same. Some types break down under heat, while others turn to paste in freezing temps. Using the wrong one is like putting vegetable oil in your car engine. It might work for a while, but not for long. Match the grease to your needs. Regular use, moderate climates, lithium-based grease, like Lucas Red and Tacky. Extreme temps, hot or cold, synthetic grease, Mobil 1 synthetic is a solid pick. Heavy loads, high-temperature grease designed for trailers. Check your trailer's manual for recommendations. When in doubt, thicker grease handles heavy loads better, while thinner types flow easier in cold weather. Maintenance tips to prolong bearing life. Regular maintenance keeps your trailer bearings rolling smoothly for years. A little attention now saves you from roadside breakdowns and costly repairs later. Here's how to keep them in top shape. Recommended repacking schedule. Bearings don't last forever, but greasing them on time extends their life. Timing depends on how you use your trailer. Standard trailers. Repack bearings every 12,000 pounds or once a year, whichever comes first. Heavy loads or frequent use. Check and repack every 6,000 or 6 months. Heavy weight wears grease faster. boats or trailers in water. Service bearings after every immersion or every 3 months if used in water regularly. Salt water speeds up corrosion. If you notice grease leaks, unusual noises or hub heat, don't wait. Inspect immediately. Protecting bearings from water and dirt. Water and grit are bearing killers. Once they sneak past the seals, they turn grease into sludge and grind down metal. Avoid pressure washers near hubs. High-pressure water forces dirt past seals. Use a damp cloth instead. Check seals after every trip. Look for cracks or wear. A damaged seal lets in moisture. Use bearing buddies, if equipped. These spring-loaded caps maintain grease pressure inside the hub, keeping water out. Pump in fresh grease until the piston moves slightly. For trailers stored outside, consider waterproof hub covers to block rain and dust. A dry bearing is a happy bearing. Want an easy way to check for leaks? Wipe the inside of the wheel rim. Black streaks mean grease is escaping. Time for a seal check. Remember, bearings run silently until they don't. A few minutes of maintenance keeps them quiet and your trailer rolling safely. Repacking trailer wheel bearings isn't just maintenance, it's peace of mind. A few minutes of work saves you from costly repairs and dangerous breakdowns. Fresh grease keeps things rolling smoothly, and a quick inspection catches problems before they leave you stranded. Now that you know the steps, there's no reason to put it off. Grab your tools, pick the right grease and get it done. Have a tip or story about your own bearing repack? Drop a comment. Your experience might help someone else avoid a roadside headache.
Safe towing!
Please comment, like, share and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.